Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
12. First down, Baltimore.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
to Dobbins on first. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chargers. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
Ingram churning. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And had the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
14.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he's going and got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 74 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chargers 14. Ravens.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 14, Ravens 7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
from the gun. Herbert steps away to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Midfield now. Here's Jackson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Left side, Williams. Now look at this. Big gain, but fumble.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Herbert off of play action. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball, they can go to that play action pass. You see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there of 20 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Mark Ingram, the
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The 18-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Tucker with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Tucker is a kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
He's got it at the 15. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
13-yard line.
Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert, being chased out left. So they hit Payne, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll buy some time right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Raven first down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
3rd and 15.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Reed. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Wide open receiver, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And again, it's Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Third and goal, Jackson.
as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
24.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jackson on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jackson will find Dobbins out of the backfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw again is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it's third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
That's a gain of 3.
Once more, here's Eckler. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
6-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jared Davis, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 27.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it up. And they'll finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
27. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Ravens, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could all to. We're talking about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, that's I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top I was gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling when that never means the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A jump in, shake it down. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit, so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that.
Man, I came into the middle of the dance. There's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you disappear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. For a coupe, for a season, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, 'cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coupes, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just want to know conversation. I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running out of operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your
your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof. I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMP. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this big stuff is. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max my job with the polo. Like my style, don't y'all? Nights like this, I wish I was with y'all. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to
you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like